Slowly my senses returned. A vast stillness enveloped me. Some heavy weight on my chest made it difficult for me to breathe. I felt a warm rasping at my throat. Then came a consciousness of the awful truth. Some great animal was lying on me and licking my throat. Through my eyelashes, I saw above me the two great flaming eyes of a gigantic wolf. Its sharp white teeth gleamed in the gaping red mouth, and I could feel its hot breath fierce and acrid upon me. From very far away I heard, "Hello! Hello!" The wolf began to yelp in a strange way, and a red glare began to move round the cemetery, as though following the sound. As the voices drew closer, the wolf yelped faster and louder. All at once there appeared a troop of horsemen bearing torches. The wolf rose from my breast and disappeared among the tombs. Good news, comrades. His heart still beats. Did you find the wolf? No. No, come away. Quick, quick. This is no place to stay, and on this of all nights. What was it? It indeed. A wolf, and yet not a wolf. No use trying for him without the sacred bullet. Serve us right for coming out on this night. Truly we've earned our 1,000 marks. There was blood on the broken tomb. The lightning never brought that there. And for him? Is he safe? Look at his throat. See, comrades, the wolf has been lying on him and keeping his blood warm. He's all right. The skin isn't pierced. What does it all mean? We should never have found him but for the yelping of the wolf. What became of it? It went to its home. There are graves enough in which it may lie. Come, comrades, come quickly. Let us leave this cursed spot. When we arrived at the Vier Jahrzeiten, Herr Delbruck rushed so quickly down the steps to meet me that it was plain he'd been watching from within. Thank God you're safe, Herr Harker. Thank heaven you're not harmed. But, Herr Delbruck, how and why was it that the soldiers searched for me? I was so fortunate as to obtain leave from the commander of the regiment in which I served to ask for volunteers. But how did you know that I was lost? The driver came here with the remains of his carriage, which had been upset when the horses ran away. And even before then, I had this telegram from the Count whose guest you're to be. Read it, Herr Harker.
Be careful of my guest. His safety is most precious to me. Should aught happen to him, or if he be missed, spare nothing to find him and ensure his safety. There are often dangers from snow and wolves, and at night. Lose not a moment if you suspect harm to him. I answer your zeal with my fortune. Dracula.
It is strange that as yet I have not seen the Count eat or drink. He must be a very peculiar man. I have explored a little in the castle, but in no place save from the windows is there any way out. Doors, doors, doors everywhere, and all locked and bolted. The castle is a veritable prison, and I am a prisoner. How will it end? What manner of man is this Count? Oh, what manner of creature is it in the semblance of man? I feel the dread of this horrible place overpowering me. I'm in fear, in awful fear, and there is no escape for me. I'm encompassed about with terrors that I dare not think of. How will it end? Castle Dracula, May 17th, 1888. Last evening, I had barely finished writing in this journal when the Count came in to me and said, "I trust you will forgive me, but I have much work to do in private this evening. You will, I hope, find all things as you wish. But let me advise you, my dear young friend, nay, let me warn you with all seriousness, that should you leave these rooms, you will not by any chance go to sleep in any other part of the castle. It is old and has many memories, and there are bad dreams for those who sleep unwisely. Be warned. Should sleep now or ever overcome you, or be like to do, then haste to your own chamber or to these rooms, for your rest will then be safe. But if you be not careful in this respect, then who can help you?" When he left me, I went to my room. After a little while, not hearing any sound, I made a thorough examination of the various stairs and passages, and tried the doors that opened from them. Presently, I found myself in a portion of the castle evidently occupied in bygone days, for the furniture had more air of comfort than any I had seen. But there was a dread loneliness in the place that chilled my heart and made my nerves tremble. Still, it was better than the rooms which I had come to hate from the dread presence of the Count. So, here I am, sitting at a little oak table, writing in my diary in shorthand all that has happened since I closed it. I find a soft quietude stealing over me. Castle Dracula, May the 18th, 1888. God preserve my sanity, for to this I am reduced. Safety and the assurance of safety are things of the past. Whilst I live on here, there is but one thing to hope for, that I may not go mad. If indeed I be not mad already. If I be sane, then surely it is maddening to think that of all the foul things that lurk in this hateful place, the Count is the least dreadful to me. That to him alone I can look for safety, even though this be only whilst I can serve his purpose. I suppose I must have fallen asleep. I hope so, but I fear. I was not alone. In the moonlight opposite me were 3 young women. Though the moonlight was behind them, they threw no shadow on the floor. 2 were dark, the other was fair. I seemed somehow to know her face and to know it in connection with some fear, but I couldn't recollect at the moment how or where. All 3 had brilliant white teeth that shone like pearls against the ruby of their voluptuous lips. There was something about them that made me uneasy, some longing and at the same time some deadly fear. They whispered together. The fair girl shook her head coquettishly, and the other 2 urged her on. One said, "Go on. You are first, and we shall follow. Yours is the right to begin. He is young and strong. There are kisses for us all." I lay quiet, looking out under my eyelashes in an agony of delightful anticipation.